the family and get close, everybody. It is time for a ghost story. Joining me right now is Sally Perkins of Storytelling Arts of Indiana. Sally, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Good
Happy
morning.
Halloween.
Happy Halloween. I'm so curious. I know we're going to get to this story, but how did you get into doing something like this?
Actually, I started by volunteering in a program that Storytelling Arts has, telling stories at one of our local children's hospital.
Oh, that's
And
wonderful.
yeah, that's how I started.
And that's how you
Eventually,
started.
one thing became
Okay,
another.
that's awesome. Okay, so you have a ghost story for us this morning, perhaps. Tell us what we're going to hear.
Are you ready for it now?
I say let's just get right to it. You
Let's
take it
do it.
away, Sally. You take it away.
One October night, the sky was dark. The air was cold as the wind blew. A man by the name of Jamal walked past the cemetery on his way home from work. This didn't bother Jamal. He walked past the cemetery every night on his way home from work. But not every night was the sky as dark and the air as cold, wet, and windy as it was this night. Jamal passed the gates to the cemetery, and just as he came to the edge of the cemetery, he heard the gates slam shut behind him. He jumped, but he continued to walk forward. As Jamal walked forward, he suddenly heard footsteps, heavy footsteps behind him. So he picked up his pace. He walked faster, but as he did, the footsteps moved faster behind him. Jamal started to run. As he ran, the footsteps ran behind him till finally he couldn't stand it any longer. He had to know what it was. He spun around, and there he saw a coffin standing on end, following him. Jamal spun around. He started to run, but as he ran, the coffin ran behind him. He ran faster, faster, till he saw a branch on the ground. Jamal reached down. He picked up the branch. He tossed it behind him, but the branch simply splintered into two pieces at the impact of the coffin. The coffin continued to run toward Jamal. He ran faster till he came to his own street. He turned the corner. He ran down his street to his yard. He didn't hear the coffin. He thought perhaps the coffin didn't see him turn. Jamal entered his yard. He opened the gate. He slammed the gate shut behind him. But then the coffin came down his street, walking faster and faster toward Jamal's house. The coffin knocked open the gate, and there they stood in the yard. Jamal saw an axe in a stump from a tree he had not cut down. He pulled out the axe, and he hurled that axe at the coffin. It spun end over end over end, cutting itself into the coffin. But the coffin started to move toward Jamal. Jamal entered his house. He slammed his door shut, but he knew that coffin could knock over his door. So Jamal ran up the staircase. At the top of the stairs was a closet. Inside the closet was a cabinet, and locked in the cabinet was his hunting rifle. Then the coffin knocked over the front door, and the coffin started to climb the staircase. Jamal unlocked the cabinet. He pulled out his hunting rifle, and he shot at the coffin, but the bullets just ricocheted in the stairwell. Jamal ran into the bathroom. As the coffin came to the top of the steps, the coffin came into the bathroom, and there they stood face to face. Jamal backed up as far as he could. The bathroom sink was behind him. He reached to grab anything he could throw at the coffin. There was a bottle of cough syrup. He grabbed it. He threw the bottle at the coffin. The glass shattered as the syrup stuck and dripped down the coffin. And the coffin stopped, because only cough syrup can stop a person's coffin.
I was not expecting that. Oh, that was fantastic. Such a nice job. Thank you so much for your time, for your energy, and what a great storyteller you are. Storytellingarts.org is where we can learn more. Sally, Happy Halloween. Thank you so much.
Thank